Hello and welcome everyone to another Let's Play of Ultimate ADOM. So as you probably saw, we released a major update yesterday, and I'm going to tell you a bit about the differences between what's happening now and what happened before. So first of all, for all of you who are tired of playing Gila over and over again, good news. All factions will now provide skill boni and other things. So Brennaban will still be the Master of Magic and provide you with additional arcane spell points and skills points. Um, the Church will be important when we introduce Divine Magic very soon. Gila is still one of the most martial-related factions, but all of them are now providing special boni. So let's go with the Mad Minstrel for a change. Kind of like him. The Mad Minstrel is, well, quite literally mad, and he doesn't like any of the other factions. There's too many voices in the world, and he wants to silence them all. Let's help him with this. The same is true for rebalancing of all the races and classes. So while high elves still regenerate power much faster than any other race, and dwarves regenerate hit points faster than any other race, all races will also provide specific skill points when you level them up. We are in this case we're going with a Redling. Redlings specialize on mundane skills like literacy or, in our case, scavenging. The Redling Wizard, because we also introduced item harvesting. You can now harvest items for soul points, for health, for power points, or for experience as soon as you complete the first minor quests, which I'm going to show you. But first of all, so the Mad Minstrel provides a lot of unspecified skill points. So we can put these 3 points into any skill we want. However, we also introduced tire level. This isn't reflected in any tooltips yet, so you just have to take my word for it or read the patch notes. But when you start out a new character, you can at most go into tire 3 skills. When you are level 2, you can go to tier 4 skills. At level 3, you can select tier 5 skills, and so on. So it's no longer possible, even if you're a high elven follower of Brennaban, to start with fireballs. So how do we distribute them? We want to play a fire mage. Fire resistance and a bit of health regeneration. So even if we have points and we could theoretically unlock this, we can't yet because we are not the high tier enough. Our level isn't high enough to actually go there. So one more martial points. Running around, being able to hit things with axes until we get the ability to turn items into power points is always helpful. And speaking of turning items into power points, we want to go for scavenging to find more things in chests from enemies, and even corpses can be useful. So, Sar, the Rattling Wizard, follower of the Mad Minstrel, enters the Caverns of Chaos. And let's see how we are going to fare here. There. Let's have a look at where our power points and hit points are. At the Deadly Water Drain, we don't want to run into that. Yes, monster using skills. Oh no, we're bleeding. Let's protect ourselves. Let's see if anything's better there. So for inventory, you see that we now, well, we had this before, but they didn't work. They now do. Based on your strength and your class and your dexterity, you have an amount of backpack slots that you can use unencumbered. If you have more items than fit into the blank spaces, they will go into the colored spaces. The light yellow ones are fine. You will only lose the occasional turn. If you go into these ones, these last 3, you will move much more slowly, and monsters will basically get free hits on you. We're still going to collect a lot of items here and carry them around with us because we have plans for them. Oh, there's a monster. We can take with that. There we go. Oh no, more traps. And we haven't had a helmet yet. The bleeding is stopping. That's good. We're still alive. And before this monster applies another bleeding effect to us, we're rather going to fry him with magic. And there is the very, very necessary metal cap protecting us better from traps. Well, slightly better from traps. We've been here before. Death to the mushrooms. Oh, there's a chaos rune. Perfect. We're going to use that after dispatching this pesky little bat. Well, we're not good enough to hit it yet, so let's use magic. There we go. To upgrade our battle axe with hopefully something good. Chaos runes provide a random effect. We increased our ability to hit things with it. So 24 before, now it's 29. This should make things a little bit easier. Still not very good. So we have a very, very high dexterity, so maybe using a sling when we run out of spell points is going to be useful. There we go. This is much, much better. Gold. We're still being a bit conservative with spell points here because we introduced something new near the exit of the very first level. So we kind of redesigned the entire first floor of the Caverns of Chaos to be slightly more forgiving for new players. And for starting characters, you will no longer start immediately being surrounded by enemies when you just enter the caverns. This should make things easier for slightly more fragile characters. Mind you, you can still die, obviously, especially if you run into poisonous mushrooms. We dodged a bullet there. Oh, looks like we have to go through the mushrooms. Well, there's nothing to it then. Well, still alive. Oh no. And the poison got us. Well, this is how it goes when playing a roguelike. Just because we made the first level slightly easier doesn't mean it's not deadly. We probably should have waited until the mushroom spews its poison area attack and then run up to it. But, well, we didn't. So, let's do this again. Going for scavenging. Bit of an axe. Maybe we invest into some armor this time, which also starts us out with new armor. And again, go for pyromancy for the rest. Oh, by the way, we are a neutral evil character here, because the Mad Minstrel, for all his frolicking, is not really one of the good guys. Of course, alignment can be changed later in the game through your actions, just as it did in ADOM, but it's going to be slightly more different and slightly more difficult. Where are they hiding? Come on, give us some basic equipment here. There we go. Again with a sling and something to wear on the head. With armor now, we can handle them in melee combat. Good thing we're wearing a hat. That doesn't help much against acid, but as we just saw. And we're confused. Great. Yeah, mushrooms are still very deadly. No more confusion from you. It's a good thing we are invested into pyromancy, which helps us regenerate hit points much faster than if we were just a normal rattling. We've been there before. Let's have a look for the exit. Well, there's a shield and some better boots. Perfect. More deadly water drains. Oh, you're a toughie. So, what we're going to see here, well, there's a rattling warrior. Hello, friend. More of them. Let's show them who's a better rattling. As you can see, these creatures are slightly tougher than their usual counterpart. Based on your faction, you are going to face a couple of random or specific enemies. We don't want to get surrounded here so much. Yeah, just one more. That's it for you. Fleeing back into the tunnel so they can only attack me one at a time. We're much smarter with it about this now. Yes, wielding 2 daggers will not help you against my armor of fearsomeness. There's a rune. Excellent. So let's quickly pick it up before an enemy comes. So we as I said, we are now slightly burdened, but we are going to make use of all of these items very soon. So let's keep them carrying around. We have armor after all. Should be able to survive this. Another rattling. Well, they're tough. Oh, these things happen every now and then. We're still in alpha after all. So if you find this, please copy to clipboard, report to our forums, and let us know what's happening there. There was an invisible kobold there. So what do we have here? So see, there's something new. A mysterious shade. We could attack him, but let's see what he wants to talk about. Hail thee, stranger. Thou hast been chosen by fate. Of course I have. And he provides me with a gift. This gift is the ability to drain the essence of items. So as a follower of the Mad Minstrel, I will be able to become harvest hit points at level 6, power points at level 2, and experience points as level 2. These levels depend on your faction and also the efficientness you do. So the sooner you get the ability, the more powerful it will be. Gila, for example, can regenerate a lot of hit points from items she finds around, whereas Brandon will get more power points from them. So our power points are a bit low. Let's see what this does. There's a couple of items lying around here, and now these items are unlocked. We can turn them either into experience, 26 experience points, or we can get 26 power points. We want to take power points first. All the items are gone now, and we are full again, which means we can turn these into experience points now. Excellent, another source of experience. Good thing we're a scavenger, so these monsters will drop more and corpses and everything else. Let's drop a couple of items here. Well, I can just drag and drop them as well, which is slightly faster, unless you're using a keyboard extensively. Speaking of keyboards, did you know that you can now play Ultimate ADOM also with a controller? Everything has been mapped. So if you still have one lying around at home, go ahead and try it out. And let's turn all of these things into experience points. There we go. So that's item harvesting. And thank you very much for watching. Please do let us know what your favorite build is with the new skills, and if you see anything massively broken. Don't forget to subscribe, and we're going to see each other and hear each other next week. Thank you very much for playing Ultimate ADOM. Don't forget to update your client. You should have received the newsletter, or you can find the link below in the description. Have a great weekend. Bye.